Gerhards' handcrafted oak furniture can still be seen around his Downingtown, Pennsylvania home. The half-finished kayak covered with sawdust still hangs from his workshop ceiling. Once a master archer, Al now spends all his spare time working with a different kind of projectile. Large boards of hardwood, elm, hickory, white oak, ash, or fruit wood such as apple or cherry are carefully cut into thin quarter-inch strips. Al's lamination process begins with the placing of hardwood strips into a long steam box to make them soft and pliable. In half an hour, they can easily be bent into a wall rack. After 3 or 4 days, they have dried and retained the initial curve of the boomerang. Marine epoxy mixed with glass fibers laminates 8 to 9 hardwood strips to form the boomerang block.
Well, some of the woods are harder to glue up, like the white oak, particularly the porous type of wood, and it takes additional handling as far as letting the glue partially cure on the wood before I attempt to glue them together. If the glue is too fresh on the individual strips, and if they're pulled together too soon, then all the glue is squeezed out or absorbed by the pores and leaves the individual pieces glue starved.
Coating the mold with butcher's wax, Al prepares to pull the strips into the mold and clamp them into place. There are a variety of laminated boomerangs that Al makes. Several molds are needed for the standard type of boomerang as well as for these hooks. The hook boomerangs have a more acute angle in the elbow, and there is a small offset handle on one of the wings. Al Gerhards is one of the many people designing, making, and throwing boomerangs in the world today, but his name stands out as a pioneer in the lamination process for the high quality and craftsmanship found in every one of his finished boomerangs. Once the glue block has cured fully for a day or so, the seat clamps are removed and the block is knocked free from the mold. The ends are trimmed and the individual boomerang blanks are cut from the block. From this point on, no two boomerangs will be exactly alike. It is a starting point for variation as each blank opens up to an infinitude of possible results. Once the blank is cut, the shaping of an airfoil on the top of each wing and the sanding of the bottom begins. By using rasps, files, and sanding equipment, Al contours a leading and trailing edge on each wing, giving the boomerang its flight dynamics.
I wouldn't say it's the optimum form or shape. It seems to fly quite nice. Maybe at some later date I might decide to change it around a little bit. I figure it's a learning process. By my mistakes, and I can learn to make other boomerangs fly better. So I just keep working with it, and eventually I'll get it.
Much longer flight range can be attained by weighting the boomerang. When Al set a world record for distance throwing, he used a large hook with 3 weights in each wing. On that particular throw, the boomerang went out 123 yards with a complete return. Boomerang flight patterns are as different as handwriting. Flight paths may vary from a teardrop-shaped orbit to a more circular one. It may rise up faster on the initial vertical release and come in fast and low, or simply hover over the thrower and then glide down. Although the construction of a boomerang appears to be very simple, the physical laws of flight are actually quite complex. There are few mechanical devices that illustrate so many separate physical laws. The contour on the wings produces an airfoil effect that gives the boomerang lift and stability. At the same time, a principle called gyroscopic precession combined with unequal air speeds make it possible for the boomerang to turn in the sky and return to the thrower. While flight is governed by strict laws of aerodynamics, the making and throwing of boomerangs hold an incredible range of variation and discovery. The challenge and reward for Al and many other boomerang enthusiasts is the wide range of results they achieve through constant experimentation. After Al has field tested the boomerang and he's fully satisfied with it, he numbers each weighted boomerang, keeps a record of the flight pattern, the date and type of wood used. Also, a coat of linseed oil is applied to seal the boomerang from moisture.
What I like about boomerangs is their simplicity. There are no corners, no sharp edges, just nice all flowing lines and gentle curves and contours. I've worked with furniture before and did some cabinet work, and never really liked the boxy look and working with boxes. I always seemed to measure things too short. Corners never came out quite right, and drawers didn't fit. But since I've been working with the boomerangs, I enjoy them so much more. I'm working with hardwood, and I just enjoy the texture of it and the feel of it and the look. It's very, very enjoyable, relaxing, and I enjoy making the boomerangs as much, maybe even more so than I do competing with them. I do enjoy throwing them, not necessarily on a competitive basis, more so for just the sport of throwing and just getting some enjoyment out of making a boomerang, tuning it properly, and then watching it perform for you like a well-trained bird in flight, which you let go out and it comes back for you.